Hello and welcome. This is Shatarupa with my Oracle Healing Tarot channel. I'm doing an energy update today after a long time. This is for the days of 28th May, beginning today till 31st of May, but it would be applicable at any time that you may be watching. And before I start, I would just like to say that this is a general reading, and what I wish to bring you is a general kind of a sense of what are the energies prevailing right now and what are we being guided to do, what is the support that we have in these rather challenging times. I think it's really helpful, and I'm extremely grateful for the channeled messages that come through that help us in having greater hope and belief and some kind of guidance. You could say that it is from the universe or from a higher being or our higher selves. It depends on whatever or whoever you like to believe in. But these are kind of messages that I hope will help us navigate the days with some ease, some comfort, and some sense of faith and trust. So here's to the reading, and if you enjoy these readings, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It's now under the name Shatarupa Chaudhary. So though I like to call this part of my activity Oracle Healing Tarot. So here's to the reading now. This is the first set of cards that I'm asking for guidance from. Wow, this is such an amazing way to begin. The first affirmation is that we have blessings of abundance. Now, abundance can mean many things and everything. So it's not only about material abundance that we're talking about, though that's much needed to keep us going, to make us feeling grounded. It's about feeling cared for, it's about health, it's about well-being, it's about food, it's about love, hope, sharing, everything. So the blessings of abundance, this is a beautiful picture with grapes and a whole load of fruits, is simply about trusting that we are going to blossom, and we each have our path, and we are each going to blossom in our own ways. So we just need to keep on trusting. So let's see what's the next message. Oh, fantastic. This is about healing. Every time the cards just bring through amazing messages, exactly the messages that we seem to be needing. So we are being told that there is a lot of healing in the air. There is healing within ourselves. There's healing available. There are people who can help you, listen to you, and whatever faith you may have, the healing is there. So if we can only, it's a matter of tuning. So if we can only tune in to the healing energies, and particularly to nature, it would be wonderful. And there is this amazing light, as you can see, that is breaking through, and this cup which can very easily overflow. Sometimes healing and blessings and abundance can be just in the moment, that moment when we are having a beautiful cup of tea in the morning, with the gulmohar tree in front, as one of my friends had written in, or just listening to the dawn chorus in the morning, the birds, or it could be just doing one activity that we do during the day cooking, it could be anything, any activity that we are engaged in for a while. Anything and everything can be healing. A song that we listen to. So I'm going to see if there's a song or some music that comes through, which alongside this reading, which I could suggest to you. Now let's quickly move on to and see what other messages we may have. Okay, so the next message is about looking deeper. So maybe what this indicates is that everything is not as seems on the surface. If we look a little deeper, we have a lot of healing, a lot of blessings, a lot of everything around us. And as they say, thoughts become things. So however difficult it might be, the more we concentrate on, the more, let's say, thoughts which lighten us up, make us feel better, lighter, etc. It is not to discount what many people are going through, but only if we one at a time can keep ourselves grounded, can we help others and can we help ourselves. So now I'm going to move to this deck, which is, the answer is simple, and let's see what answers we get. Okay, there is one about turning back. Let's clarify that. This is basically about looking at the past and not going back to the past, because we are very much grounded in the present. But it is about, with Mercury retrograde coming up tomorrow, it is about looking at activities, it is about looking at things that we have left incomplete, and things which really make us feel very good, and they would carry us into the future. So it's about looking at those things, because as you can see that the young person is not in a stony kind of a maze, but this is green and grass and it's literally growing. So we need to check into the kind of things that are, the kind of nature, the kind of activities that are around us, and maybe take them up again. For instance, I've gone back to making my small dawn chorus videos and podcasts. So reconnecting with nature, using this time to look deeper. So I think it's just, yes, there's a lot about the bit about the past is about clearing up the past. So if we are turning back, then we are only picking up things which will serve us to go into the future. The kind of activities that maybe we started but we couldn't complete for one reason or another, but they make complete sense now, so we take it forward. And before we do that, or alongside that, what we do is we clean up the mess, meaning we clear out anything and everything that is not serving us anymore. It could be activities, it could be jobs, it could be relationships, it could be neighborhoods, it could be anything which does not seem to be in sync any longer. There's nothing wrong in moving ahead. That is the need of the time. We need to move ahead and we need to leave the past behind. And it's better not to have, even as far as possible, not to have even little vestiges of the past hanging on, because that will make us go back again and again to clear up that karma, if you wish to call it that. And so perfect time in the pause to clear up everything that's not serving us. But you can see that there are these wonderful beings, the rabbit and the bird and the squirrel, the wonderful things that are growing. So let's put our attention to that while we have cleaned up the ground, because if there are weeds here, we will not be able to concentrate on that. And there's a lot of green, that is coming through. So this ties in with healing. The next card is what says, say thank you. So basically the message is that we need to be thankful for whatever things we have right now. It's like I said, it could be a tree in front of our house, it could be a pet, it could be something that we're able to express, something that we can cook, something that in a little way that we can help someone. It is about saying thank you to the people who are closest to us. Sometimes maybe we forget to acknowledge, and greater the gratitude, greater are the new things that will come. Okay, there is definitely a message of helping others. This is lend a hand in whatever way. It could be in the smallest of ways, but the smallest of ways all add up. And then let's see what else comes through. Just say no, say yes have come through. So we'll just see what we have to say no to. I think it's about saying no to whatever was messy, and it's about saying yes to whatever is moving forward. I think the message that is being constantly reiterated is drop whatever is weighing you down in the past and just rise above. It's a time to rise, and it's a time to rise and shine. So let's see what the next card is saying. Okay, it's about if the cleaning up of the mess is taking some time, be patient. Not easy, I understand, but obviously there is healing. I think it's this whole healing process is about dropping what is no longer serving us and then moving on to the blessings. Okay, one more advice. Yes, and in this time when we are looking deeper, when we are cleaning up our mess, when we have a little bit of time, it is about loving our body. Many times when we don't have the time to pause, we just take our body for granted and we just make it go through all kinds of rigors and schedules. So this is a time for honoring the body. It is the vessel that carries us forward, and most importantly, it's when the mess gets cleared up and all the baggage is dropped. That is about not only the physical baggage, it is about the truth. It is about acknowledging the truth that is within us and what seems in integrity, what seems completely in integrity for us. So we have to move forward with such kinds of work, such kinds of relationships, such kinds of ways of relating to other people, and so that seems to be the only way forward. And it's about not getting hecked up over the smaller things. So it's part of this whole process of looking at ourselves and reevaluating. And I think there's absolutely no need to hide under the bed with Mercury retrograde, but Mercury retrograde brings in a lot of re-evaluation. I know that we are extremely eager to move on to whatever is new, and we are kind of chafing at the bit and wanting to move forward, but it's a time when we need to really clear the clear, and the healing happens when you don't take what does not resonate into the future. So don't sweat the small stuff, etc. is very important. Okay, so here comes the moving forward message, which says keep dancing. So be it friends, family, people who we really care for, people whom we love, friends, maybe it's a big group, maybe it's a small group. And what is very interesting is the moon that is shining here. So we've just had a full moon, lunar eclipse, and then on 10th June we're going to move towards a solar eclipse. So it's very important to celebrate, to keep our vibrations high, to listen to some music, to dance maybe in your own room. And it's not only about clearing, it's about enjoying oneself within whatever space we have. We can just step out maybe on our balconies or into our gardens and look at the moon. And it's about celebrating the day as much as the night, and celebrating the people who really mean a lot to us. If this were a relationship reading, which it could well be, it's basically saying that relationships also are healing, and we need to put the things that didn't work for us behind and step into what rings absolutely true for us, what is absolutely true. It is not about what others think, it is what we think. And here's the next card, which says invest in your spirit. So it is about, yes, loving your body and investing in your spirit. That's such a wonderful progression, and such a holistic progression, that we look at our body and we look at our spirit. And right now is the time for looking at ourselves. It's not about so much about looking at the outer world, it's about looking at ourselves. What happens to my spirit? Is it about listening to music? Is it about listening to somebody who can give us an insight into philosophy, into life, into living everyday practicalities? What makes us dance? And what fills our own well, this is a well of well-being and goodness and healing. So a lot of accent on that I can see. And okay, now let's get you another card. At the bottom of the deck was this Treasure Island card, which I thought was really beautiful. And Treasure Island, once again, like it echoes the abundance. It is not only about material abundance, that is important, I acknowledge, but it's about the abundance of nature, the abundance on earth. And you can see there are these little hearts. So right now I think what we have all realized is the fact that who are the people who are important to us, and why we need to spend more time relating to people, taking care of each other, and feeling connected. So this ties in very well with the blessings card, as you can see, abundance of blessings. Treasure Island, you fill the well, and you fill the well not externally but internally. Sense of well-being. It could be yoga, it could be music, as I said, it could be painting, it could be cooking, it could be anything which lifts your spirit, which helps your body. And then we are sure to be sailing to the Treasure Island, and this is the Treasure Island of emotions too. The next card is the Loyal Heart. So it is about being loyal to ourselves, to our own well-being, being balanced to the extent that we can, in whatever way we can. And it's about, I think the greatest message here is about connecting. It is about connecting to spirit, it's about connecting to each other, it's about connecting to nature, it's about connecting to the earth, to the elements, everything. So this is about pausing for that. We'll take out one Angels of Atlantis card, and it says have the courage. I think that is very important. It says have the courage. Everything will slowly begin to evolve in the way that it is meant to evolve. Even by looking at this card, you can feel a sense of the strength needed. And there was another card that came out just as I was shuffling. I'll put it over here. Where can you see it? I put it here. This is from a new deck that I've got, and it's about spirit animals. So the card that came out was the King of Crystals. With this beautiful tiger and the forest, and the sun is shining. There's a mountain behind the tiger. So the tiger is feeling very supported. It has abundance around it, and the message below it is courage and commitment. So right now it's a matter of, I think courage is the dual message here. Courage to invest in our own spirit, look after ourselves, and to bring out what is really the true kind of let's say talent or abilities or skills that we have. They could even be emotional EQ, emotional quotient kind of skills. So everything is not about skills in the material world, and it could be about being there for somebody. I mean, that's an enormously important skill in today's day and time. Being steadfast and being there for people around us, being steadfast and being there for ourselves to begin with. Let's pick up another card. Okay, ideas and inspirations are bound to come through, and now I'm going to look at this Life Navigator deck and see what it has to say for us. Okay, here's a beautiful card. It says the sweetness of life. So look at this card. It's amazing. It is about life's sweetness that is contained within each passing moment. So be present to the beauty that life freely offers. Go into the habit of appreciation. So don't we have appreciation here? Yes. Say thank you, appreciation. You'll soon notice the difference it makes. And look at this beautiful hummingbird hovering near this flower, and this lady gently kind of nurturing it. So I think the central message is one of nurturing ourselves and nurturing nature. And if you enjoy bird songs, you can listen to the Dawn Chorus programs, the podcasts and the videos that I put forth on my channel. It's my way, it's my way of trying to bring some solace, some healing from my side in whatever fashion that I can do. And it has often helped to calm me down, and it has often helped me. So I thought, why not share it with the world? Let's see what we have. A message of love coming through from this deck. Okay, it says priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. I think this is such an amazing card. And can you see the pinks and the oranges and the whole sense of the feeling of love, and the purple, which is the transformation of all lower energies into this oneness, this feeling of oneness. And we can only feel one and whole if we are healed inside. So it's about prioritizing that and saying that is the importance of manifesting love in all situations. Okay, and for those of us who are star seeds, okay, let's see, this is the star seeds deck. The messages apply to everyone, irrespective. So the first message was meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. Meditation need not always be sitting, in Padmasana, etc. It can be just sitting quietly. It can be looking at nature. It can be just contemplating your cup of tea, your cup of juice, or it can be looking at an object that is really beautiful and looking at the sky. It could be anything. It's just a moment of pause, and we can have this anytime during the day and several times during the day. It needn't be just an activity that is, let's say, set out for 15 minutes or half an hour in the evenings. If that can be, that is great. And the next card is dreams. It's the universe speaks to you through your dreams. So dreams are extremely prophetic at this time. So I wish you all the best, but just before going, I'm just wondering whether there's one more card that we need to get from. The answer is simple deck. Okay. Maybe it's a tarot card that I need to fetch. Okay. For those of you who resonate a lot with the tarot, I'll just see what comes through. Yes, the world. It is the world that is before us. We have, in our individual capacities, all completed a huge cycle, and we are at the beginning of a new cycle. But in the completion lies the beginning. This is like the zero. It is the completion, and it is the beginning of wonderful things to come. So I think that's a fantastic message to close the reading with. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So after the pause, the completion, the beginning is shown here. There is going to be movement forward. This is the time when the Sun, Mercury, Venus in Gemini. So a lot of communication is going to happen or is already happening. And there's a lot of thoughts. And have you seen how this card has come down on the, not come down in the sense of come down, but it has placed itself on the ideas and inspirations. So you will have a lot of ideas and inspirations about what are the things that you could be doing going forward, what are the activities. So it's obviously indicated that this is the perfect time for that. So I think let's just close the reading with that then. The world and the Knight of Swords. So the world is there. If we go inside for a bit, it's okay. It helps us look deeper into the world. It helps us connect with parts of the world, the earth, nature that we've sometimes forgotten perhaps. And then it helps us move forward. And the Knight is moving towards the world, so we are moving back up more openly into the world. That's a message of hope, as is this card which says we are sailing beautifully across the oceans, through the clouds, through an integration of our mind, body, spirit to great blessings and to a new world where love in all situations is the priority. Love in all situations is the priority. If this is our dream, it is dreams which then become manifestation. Thank you, and see you again next time. And as I said, if you want specific readings about love, relationships, about career, finances, health, anything else, please write into me at the email address below and in the description box, and I'll do the readings for you as and when I can fit them in. Right. So we just ring this bell and end the session for now.